Guys, again, to find out what might be your next property that you invest into, the type of strategy that you might want to implement, the team that you need to put into place. What you want to do is actually sit down with what REC Canada has been offering for almost 2 decades now, which is a real estate action plan. I'm not going to steal this gentleman's thunder because most of you know him, especially if you've been in our world for the last, I'm going to say, at least 8 years or decade now he's been coming up to. If you're new to our world, you're going to really get to know this guy because to really do anything with REC Canada moving forward, you're going to need to speak to him and his team. He's the director. It's none other than Tyler Ty Walbourne. How you doing, brother?
Let's do our handshake.
100%, my friend. It's just been a lot. It's been a marathon.
It's been a marathon.
You've obviously were in the back end. You were in the back end and doing everything. I know you were speaking to people. The team here was telling me that Ty's doing his thing. It's very, very refreshing to know that you're there doing that, Ty, because it makes everyone's job a little easier. I can definitely speak for myself doing this part in front of the camera, how easy it is knowing that Tyler's there because he'll just figure it out. You're one of the most resourceful people I've ever come across, which says a lot because the people that are watching right now, that is important for you because depending on where you are in this journey of investing into real estate, what you're gonna want to do is make sure that you have somebody who's resourceful because things are gonna come up. Not only is Tyler the director of our real estate concierge, our director of coaching services, which is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything. He's also the lead when it comes to our real estate concierge service, which is also free. Why don't you touch on both, brother? Touch on the concierge service, and then I want you to touch on what you actually do through a real estate action plan.
Sure. And before I do that, it was strategic why I was the last person. And the reason being is we know how marathons are. The last little bit, we needed the person that can bring the most energy.
All right.
So we can lift you up a little bit.
All right.
No, it's been great so far. The engagement from the community has been fantastic.
Awesome.
We've done so many Zoom webinars and in person, but Zoom webinars, Jazz. And I know because you can't see the comments or the Q&A.
Yeah.
I've been so busy just responding to everyone's
Crazy.
questions.
I appreciate that.
Questions have been great today for every presenter. And it's been great. It's been a great day. In regards to what I do for REC.
Start with concierge service, buddy, because there's new people to our world, and the fact that they don't know what our concierge service is, it hurts my feelings because it's something. We're the only real estate company in the country that has this.
Yeah.
I can say that wholeheartedly.
And the real estate concierge division is something that we created a few years ago because we wanted to be that person or that organization that our insiders can come to, not just for buying, selling, or investing in real estate, for help with their leaky faucet, for help with a soundboard if they're having tenant issues. The concierge division is a service that we have that's completely free, where you can connect with us, let us know of the problems you're having or the challenges in your current portfolio, and we'll connect you with the right service providers. This is not just in the GTA, this is across the country. I helped somebody in Prince George, British Columbia a few months ago find a roofer.
I don't even know where that is.
I also didn't know where Prince George, British Columbia was. Shout out Prince George, British Columbia. And those 3 roofers I connected our REC Insider with. And the process typically would be email info@reccanada.com, or if anyone has my cell phone number, send me a text, send me an email, and let us know what you are looking to get done. Give us some time. We do have a list of vetted out service providers already, but give us a few days. We'll set you up with 3 to 4 vetted out service providers. At that point, what I would recommend doing is give them all a call. They are all expecting your call, and interview them, do your preliminary questions that you would have as an owner or as an investor, and then invite them to the house. Probably don't invite the 4 roofers
do a virtual
at the same
Zoom.
time.
Do a Zoom.
Virtual Zoom, yeah. Or if it's something that's a little bit more physical and you don't know what to ask them, or what the repairs need to be, invite them all that day. Sequentially, not at the same time, and by then you'll probably get a good fit of what's right for them. And if not, we'll find more.
And I don't think you mentioned one thing, and if you did, I apologize. The fact that if you just needed a second set of eyes on a lease agreement.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like if you just wanted a second set of eyes, it could be in Timbuktu, Saskatchewan. We should search if there is a Timbuktu in Saskatchewan, because I always say it. I don't think there is.
I feel like they get a lot of snow.
They get a lot of snow. Yeah. I used to be a Saskatchewan Rough Rider fan at one point. I love their jerseys. You could reach out to us if you're renting something out and you just want a second set of eyes on a lease agreement. That's something that Tyler and the team will definitely be able to help you with.
He made the application.
Ty made his joke at the start that why we kept him at the end. But the real reason we kept Tyler at the end is because this is bringing the whole marathon full circle. See, we need to educate you first. Then at the same time, we need to make sure that we offer you an opportunity to take action, because the action takers are the ones who are going to actually create wealth. But some of you have to have that initial conversation. Like, great, it all sounded good, Jazz. Your energy was awesome. You're amazing. Everything, you can walk on water, Jazz. Should I keep going? No. Okay, the team says no. But what happens is that if you don't know where to start, then it's no help to you. And so what we offer, because we have 19 years of experience talking to thousands upon thousands of people, Darren said it here. I think Patrick Francis said it. These guys, they're humble people, right? But we're talking about approximately a couple of $1 billion of real estate is in the portfolios of all the people that you saw today. You heard that? Billions of dollars, guys.
And all different
strategies. Great point, Ty. Great point.
Great to hear.
But if you don't know where to start, then it's all for naught. And that's why what I really want you to talk about, Tyler, is like what you've elevated yourself to over, you've been with me now for 10 years here at REC. But like in the last 4 or 5 years, you really have taken the jump. You lead this whole department of ours. It's our coaching services that we offer. I said, again, it's free. And there's paid coaches out there, and do what you want. I would recommend, I'm of East Indian descent and we negotiate over apples back home, and I like free stuff. It's free, our coaching services. So maybe just start there, and then Tyler can even refer you out to some other paid coaches. But what do you do in that real estate action plan, which is essentially a sexy word for consultation? What do you do, Ty?
Yeah, so I usually break the real estate action plan down into 3 different stages. And I know that Lawrence was talking a little bit about how they qualify an investor, or how they go and answer some of their initial challenges or their questions. So the first stage is learning who they are as an investor. Let's get a snapshot of their current real estate portfolio: primary residence, market value, remaining mortgage balance as well, if it is a rental, how it's performing, any active income properties, vacation rentals, vacation homes, the payments, how it's performing, how are the tenants, trying to understand a little bit more of their successes and challenges in their current portfolio, as well as the capital that they're looking to deploy towards their next investment, and who they're connected with service provider-wise, because that's really important. Like, one of the questions in the first stage, Jazz, that I field a lot is, investors not really knowing, or potential investors not really knowing, which mortgage broker or which lender or which real estate lawyer.
So that you just put the two departments of in touch, right? The concierge and the coaching. I get what you do there.
They do come hand in hand.
Okay.
And so that's the first stage, which is learning about who they are as an investor. The second stage, I want to learn a little bit more about their goals of investing. Why are we having that conversation? And I say this every single time. I flail my arms around on the Zoom. Even if I'm having a phone call with someone, I'll do it anyways. And
just out of nature, it's just out of habit now.
You guys know what part I'm at with the conversation there, if you do see me walk around and do it. And I want to ask some open-ended questions. I want to understand what they want to get out of not just their next investment, but their 5 years of purchases. What's your 5-year, what's your 10-year goal? Why are we having this conversation? What are some of the types of categories you're looking to get out of your portfolio or your next investment? Is it cash flow? Is it passive appreciation? Are you looking for something hands-on, hands-off? How close? How far?
I feel like what you're doing there is you're getting a better idea of what they're trying to accomplish. You're showing them some ways that we might be able to help, and that doesn't mean that directly with REC, but just ways that we might be able to help. And then if it's a match, you probably have next steps. So what are those next
which
steps?
Which is stage 3, right? Which is stage 3, which is next steps with Tyler or with REC, where I'll summarize what they heard them say, the investors or the insiders say, just so we're on the same page. And then we'll talk about some next step points. And what happens at the second stage, which is you're learning about their goals, their short-term and long-term goals of investing, is and I find this in the first conversation, while insiders have the conversation with me, they're putting pieces together for themselves. Asking a question in regards to what's more important in their next investment. Is it passive appreciation or cash flow? And why are they looking to get that specific
like if it's cash flow or passive? Yep.
Insiders tend to realize, maybe I'm thinking about this differently than I should be. And the only way for REC, and the reason why we do it, pulling back the curtain, this real estate action plan, is we can't possibly help investors, not even just with contractors or service providers, we can't help investors find the right opportunity if we don't know what they're looking to get out of their investments.
Couldn't have said it any better. Right. I mean, an informed client is a lot easier to work with, and most importantly, we can actually, most of the time, not every single time, reverse engineer exactly what you're looking for. Because if you're looking for something active and you want to do like a massive reno and you need maybe an older bungalow, well, we can reverse engineer that for you. If you're looking for something passive, you want to be a boring, lazy investor and just see returns as high as 30%, you could maybe suggest a pre-construction condo. If you have funds in RRSPs that are looking at 4 to 8% or 6%, but you want to see higher, well, then we'll put you in touch with guys like Equiton, because that's what you do essentially.
It's just try to be their advisor for their real estate portfolio or their investment portfolio as a whole, as I see it does go hand in hand, and try to find the opportunities and put it in front of them. What we do at REC is we find those options, we create these action plans, we put them in front of the potential investor. We're never here to pressure. We're never here to say you should buy this because you're silly if you don't. We're here to show you what's in front, and if we have to adjust the plan, go book another call with me, which the second, third, fourth, fifth are automatically booked anyways, but
automatically, because you do follow-ups with.
I think it's important because
because this you implemented recently, so I really don't. I'm not 100% sure like how that works.
So how it works, I find the first 30 minutes, if you and I were doing a real estate action plan, it's more of a brain dump. It's more of us just getting pen to paper, understanding the successes, challenges in your portfolio, so I know kind of the types of opportunities or options you're looking for. And the second appointment, third appointment, fourth appointment, it's more putting action into this plan. It takes more than one, and I think
that's brilliant.
It has to.
Well, it's brilliant. Look, I think you're respecting the process that somebody needs to go through, but also I want them to know that you're respecting the process, meaning them who's watching and listening and who takes on a real estate action plan. You said the call is automatically booked afterwards. How do they book this call? And just talk about how long it would take as well.
Yeah, sure. So the average duration of the real estate action plan would be about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on what we speak about. To book that, visit www.coffeewithrec.com. And for everyone listening, I think it is time for all of our insiders, even if we've done one recently, let's head on to let's hop on a call, hop on a video call, and let's see how REC might be able to help.
It's that financial checkup from the neck up.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Coffeewithrec.com. I know you have to head out somewhere, Ty.
Yeah, I'm going to a baby shower today.
Okay,
I have the presents right here.
Do you have everything here?
I have everything here.
I know you're going to coffeewithrec.com as you're watching right now. Don't go anywhere, Ty. Guys, we've come to that time. We've come to the time that it's the end of the marathon. But I urge you to book that coffeewithrec.com. But I would be remiss if I didn't thank a bunch of people. And so, Stephen, I know you probably have me on the main camera right now, if you don't mind, brother. That's me and Ty. Can you just come to the screen really quickly, brother? Come on over, because when you go 5 hours, you can't make this happen. The rest of the team, please be prepared as well.
Shout out, Steven.
That's my boy, Steven Rochester. I love this guy. We're there now? Okay, great. Okay, great. So, my main camera, I thought you were saying the first guy. Steven Rochester has been in the back of this whole marathon all day long. He's been making sure that it's been running properly. You would not been able to view this with more members than just Steven, but definitely I have to call out Steven. Thank you so much, buddy. It was a nice journey.
It was good shit.
I love you. I love you. Alex, come on over here. Without Alex, come on. I know you're shy. Thank you so much. Alex, thank you so much. She's a personal videographer of mine, but when we got to jump on and do things like this, without you, thank you. We couldn't have been able to do it. Well, this is us here. Thank you so much. Where is Mel, and where is Elto, and where is Simos? Let's close off this marathon. Guys, remember, the next 5 years are coming. You're either going to say, I'm glad I did, or I wish I had. First, calling in our VP. You've seen her enough. We got... It's okay. You see her enough. You see her all the time, but she was here the whole time. This bad boy right here, Mr. Simeon Papaelias. Mel's not here, or is she hiding out? She's hiding out.
She's actually getting you food.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Mel is right here. Mel, you got to say hi, because this marathon would not have... Come on over. Come on over. You can bring the bag. Who cares? All right. Guys, everybody who's been bringing in, the person who's been bringing in the guests and coming back and forth, making sure they all arrive on time, the checklist, the schedules, all of it could not have been done without my girl Mel. Love her. To everyone else, we love you. Make sure to get in touch with us, info@reccanada.com, coffee with rec.com. If you just want to make sure that you're connected with us on socials. Go to Instagram, go to our YouTube page. It's REC Canada. And if you haven't downloaded your package yet, for the exclusive opportunity, we are in the hundreds, I believe, that have shown interest now. I think we're creeping up to that number, was my last update from the team. Get to reccanada.com/for sale. It's reccanada.com/for sale. Wherever you are in the city, the country, or the world, I want to say thank you for joining me for 5 hours. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.